Our hero's name is Sung Junbo from Seoul, South Korea, who is a hunter. And his rank is E, which is considered to be the lowest rank, that is, our hero is a very weak hunter. Our hero gets off a bus and says I am the weakest hunter, even though I myself am very shy, shamed to say hunter because I'm too weak, and I don't even have any regeneration abilities. Every time I go inside the dungeon, so many times I come out injured. And many times they were saved from death. A hunter's job is to stake his life. But I still do it, because I know like it, but for the money. There is a construction site, where a portal opens, through which they can go into a danger, because he works with a hunter guild. Sangon says that whatever money I get from my hunting, I pay my sick mother's hospital bills with great difficulty. A normal person like me who has no talent does not get any other job. That's why I had to be a hunter, shows the construction side scene. There is a person drinking coffee. He also becomes his friend. The person drinking the coffee tells him that you will come back after a long time. You didn't want to be a hunter, that's why you left our team, he says to his friend. Actually, my wife is pregnant, we are going to have another son. That's why I need money. His friend tells him, there is no easier way to earn more money than going into a dungeon and hunting. He tells his friend, but I am very worried, because I haven't been inside a dungeon for a long time, I don't know if my skills will work or not. I don't want to be left behind. At that time, the coffee man looks back, then Sang Jin is coming. He says to him, thank you for coming, while all the other hunters are also happy to see Sang Jin. And he says to him, you really came today, you are a very good boy. The coffee man says with a smile, did you eat? Sang Jin tells him, yes, I eat. Thank you for worrying about me so much. He asks some person there, who is this boy? Is he a very experienced hunter, which all the people are very happy to give him. The coffee man starts laughing, he says to the box, you don't know, because when you left. Then this boy came here, let me tell you his nickname, you will also start laughing, his nickname is the weakest hunter in the world. Because he is the weakest of all the hunters here, by the way, his rank is E. But every time he goes to the dungeon, he gets beaten up by the E rank monster and comes back. The father tells him that he can hear our words. He is very close. While Sang Jin, he would have heard their words. And he says that I heard the words of these people. But what can I do? I am the weakest. Sang goes straight to the coffee shop. And asks him, can I have a cup of coffee? He tells him no, all the coffee is gone. Sang gets even sadder, and says I didn't even get coffee today, today is a very bad day. At that moment, a girl named Juhi starts shouting at Sang, and says you are injured again and come back, Ho tells Sang. Are you the one going to the dungeon with us? Sang tells her. Yes, I am going too, but tell me how you got the injury on your face. Sang tells her, I don't know, maybe I got an injury during the hunt. Juhi tells her, well, what happened during the hunt, then they both sit down, Sang tells her the whole story. Johi asks him, were you injured so badly that you had to go to the hospital? Sang tells her yes. We were on an E-rank mission. And there were all E-rank monsters. And out of my entire team, I was the only one who got seriously injured. Juhi tells her, but how did this happen? You didn't have a healer. So we tell her no, actually everyone in my team was higher ranked than me. That's why they didn't keep a healer with them. Juhi tells her, but still they have to keep a healer with them. Sang tells her, it doesn't matter, actually those people aren't very strong, I'm very weak. Then he gets angry. And tells Juhi, I think the whole team is going to go inside the dungeon. Let's go too. All those people gather in front of this portal. The person who is leading their team. His name is Song. Mr. Song tells them. I don't know if I should say all this or not. I don't know if I forgot qualified or not. But for this rate, I am your captain. The man with the coffee says, Mr. Song, your color is higher than all of us. That's why you can be our leader. We have no problem with that, the rest of the people also agree. And they say okay. You are our leader. Sun also laughs. He tells Mr. Song to take care of us in the dungeon. Let's go. Then everyone goes inside, and at the same time he tells Sun Jin, please don't get hurt this time, just stay behind us. Sang Jin says while entering through the portal. This time I have to give my best. Because I need a lot of money. After the whole team goes inside, the two men with the coffee stand outside. He asks the others, what are you thinking about? The first one says, I'm just a little worried about Sung Jo. I couldn't even give him enough today. By the way, what is the danger level of this dungeon? The second person tells him that this Tenjin's rank is B, and at the same time he tells him, I have never seen Sung Jo come out of the dungeon without being injured. Next is inside the dungeon. Junhee is shaking Sung Jo from the front. Because Sung Jin gets injured again. Junhee tells him, why do you need to get injured like this every time? If it's that hard, why do you do this? While the rest of the team members are killing the rest of the monsters. Junhee looks at them all and says, all the monsters are dead here. I think this raid is about to end. All of them get together after killing their monsters. And they are praising each other. Junhee asks Sung Jin. You quit this job. He is thinking inside, I can't tell Junhee my personal reasons now. Otherwise, I will be even more embarrassed. Junhee shouts at him, stop laughing now, or your wounds will open again. Mr. Song has a magical core in his hand. Whenever he kills a monster, a magical code comes out of it. Although even when he kills a C-ranked mister, the magical core he gets from it is also sold for thousands. But it is very difficult for Sung Jo to kill a C-ranked monster. Sung Jin has an E-rank core in his hand. He says, after being injured so much, I only got an E-rank core. For which I won't get much money. I only get one such cover by risking my life. This is very rare. At the same time, one of their team members tells them. There is another way here and there. There is another way inside the dungeon. They all go in front of this way and stand in front of this way. Mr. Song tells them. This is a double air dungeon. I had heard about it, but today I am seeing it for the first time. Mr. Song makes a fireball in his hand. Mr. Song tells the whole team. Listen to me, the door of this dungeon has not closed yet. This means that a dozen bosses are still alive. And I think. Maybe the boss is inside this dungeon. By the way, we should contact our good people. And wait for their orders. But if other high-ranking bosses come here, then we will suffer a lot. Why don't we go and kill this boss ourselves? I know that this mission is going to be very dangerous. So why don't we vote, whatever the result of the votes will be? After that, no one will complain. If they have to go back, they will go back. If they have to go inside, they will go inside. Many people say to go inside. While some people say to go back. Their team decides that now we will go inside. Sangju says that I also need more money. So far, I have only got one cover, I need more covers. Then all those people go inside this queue. After walking for a long time, they say. The path here is definitely not clear. We have been walking for a long time. They are talking in pairs. And they say that after killing one boss, the portal closes after an hour. And we have been walking here for 40 minutes. Even if we kill the boss, then we will not have much time to get out. Sangju tells Jo-hee that you had to come because of me, if I had not voted to come here, we would all have gone out. Jo-hee tells him that you don't need to worry, I am perfectly fine. Sung-jo asks her, are you really okay? June gets very angry and tells her. If I tell the truth, I am not okay at all. I had to come here because of you, this mission is very dangerous. So I have no idea how much healing power I used. I came here to heal you and for you to fight again. If you get injured, how will I heal you? He says that I am still alive only because of her because she is a B rank healer. And she always heals me for free. He says sorry to Joo-hee. Joo-hee tells him that you don't say sorry, now pay attention to what to do with boss. Then they walk towards a floor. And there is a very big door. Mr. Song tells him. I think boss is across this door. She looks at this door and says. If this is boss room, then why isn't it so dangerous? There should be a lot of monsters here. Mr. Song walks forward and opens the door and asks them. Do you want to go back empty-handed after coming here? Mr. Song tells them. You guys can go back. If I have to go alone, I will go in alone. The whole team starts talking. And says Mr. Song is a C rank hunter. And his skills are also very good. We should trust him. Let's all go inside. Mr. Song opens all the doors. Then all those people enter. As soon as they enter, the torches start burning. Mr. Song tells them that I have never seen such tension before. Let's all spread out. And see if there is anything to do here. Looking here, it doesn't seem like there has been anyone here for a long time. There is a big statue on the chair in front. While there are small statues around. These statues have strange things in their hands, musical instruments sing. Who says after seeing them. There are so many statues here. It looks very scary. Looking at them, it seems as if they are staring at us. Everyone's attention is drawn to the big stitch sitting in the center. They say this one is very big. Isn't it all their kisses? Mr. Song tells them no, it can't be a kiss. It's just a stitch. But after checking everything else, he says there is not a single monster here. Nor is there any boss, there is nothing except these statues. At the same time, Mr. Song's eyes fall on a magical cell. Mr. Song is also looking at the match cell. When one of his team members tells him, Mr. Song, there is something written on this statue here. All of them go and stand in front of the statue. There is something written on this statue. Song starts reading it. Above it is written in the heading Cartino and Temple's comments. There are a total of 3 comments there. The first one is to worship the load. The second one is to praise the load. And the third comment is to prove your loyalty. At the same time, Jo-hee, Sang-jin says to the people. Look at that big boy's eyes are moving. I think he is probably looking at us. Sang-ju tells him. You just got an illusion. He is just a statue. At that time, people feel something. He says to Sang-jin, why am I suddenly feeling scared, Mr. Song, who is still reading? He says that it is written under these commitments. If anyone wants to get out alive, they will have to follow all these things. Otherwise, they will not be able to get out. And at the same time, the door closes. When the door closes, the whole team panics. And they say, what will we do now? The door is closed. We cannot get out. One of them says, you are all just talking like this. It is nothing. I will go and open the door now and go out. You can keep the treasure of the kiss or whatever it is. I am going back. As soon as he goes and touches the door, Mr. Song shouts at him and tells him to stay away from the door handle. At that moment, a statue moves and he has a big axe in his hand. He kills the person. And after killing him, the statue stands back in its place. After one of their team members dies, the rest of the team gets very upset. They say in fear, do we have to fight with all these statues? They are very big. Jo-hee and Jin get very scared. Jo-hee tells the Jins that if that statue can move, then it means the statue of boss that I had just seen was really moving.